What is up, guys? Jacob back with a brand new video on the channel. We're back with another mental health video in my series of video, guys. Today's topic is talking about trauma. So this is gonna be a very different topic than the rest. I don't really know what to really say too much about this topic because it's different for everyone. Trauma. So if you don't know what trauma is, trauma usually happens. It's when a traumatic event happens, like a passing, maybe you witness something you weren't supposed to. Anything that can bring back memories, past memories that you just don't want to think about. I would say, um, I guess I could say I had one traumatic event like a few years ago. A few years ago. It's not. I don't know if it's bad. I guess yeah, it is bad. It was a bad situation. But it didn't really affect me that bad a few years later. Like now, it's not really that affecting me anymore. But it does replay in my head a lot. So when I started therapy 2 years ago, one of the first things that my therapist was telling me about was traumatic events, trauma, what it means, what happens when the person thinks about that, and ways to deal with it. So one thing that I did that helped me deal with that traumatic event was talk to myself. So for that event, I blamed myself for many years, many years. I blamed myself. So there was a part of me in my head. I guess you can say like there's like a kid part of me, or if that makes sense. But my therapist told me to talk to that person, to talk to that kid person, and that was in my head. That was always blaming. That was always blaming myself for stuff. If that makes sense, I don't know really if that really makes sense. It makes sense a little bit to me. But she told me to, apologize to myself, saying that it was not my fault. Talk to her about what happened in the event, and it really helped me open up more. It helped me get through it because I had someone to talk to that wasn't family or friends or someone that was not involved in that um, particular particular event. So the first thing I would say is talk to someone that is not a friend, not a part of your family, a therapist, a counselor, someone that is not heavily involved in your life, or someone that maybe is not involved in your life at all, or just wants to help you. So that really helped me. I'm trying to think of another thing that helped me. Another thing that helped me was meditation. So when I was doing my sessions with her, meditation was a big thing that helped me too. Where I would take deep breaths in and out for about 5 to 10 minutes, and I would just say good things about myself in my head or out loud, and I would just keep saying it over and over, and it helped me. Honestly, it really did. Meditation is truly a great thing to do. So that is the second thing, meditation. Um, I don't really have a lot to say on this topic. I don't really know a whole lot about this topic. Those are the only two things that she taught me and to do in those therapy sessions. Like I said, therapy is a great thing to do. If you're down to do therapy, talk to someone that isn't heavily involved in your life. Talk to someone that's kind of like a third party, that can really help you in many ways, like it helped me. Um, so yeah, this video is shorter than the rest of the videos on this series, but I did want to talk about trauma. Trauma is something that is very interesting. It's very interesting how once something like that happens, the brain kind of trains itself to never bring that up ever again. And if it does, then you're like could get put in a bad spot. So it's crazy the things that your brain can do, really. But I wanted to make this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this series, guys. Next week is the last video on my mental health series. It's going to be talking all about overthinking. So I'm definitely excited for that one because I am a crazy overthinker. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next week for the final video on this series. Peace out, guys.